What is good, YouTube? It's your boy YB back at it with another video. Y'all know what today is. It's Sunday. And we're doing another reaction video. We're over here doing some motivational things, watching a nice motivational video. We're going to switch things up today. We're going to do it on my trusty phone instead of the computer. You know, I seen some stuff on Instagram that I would like to show y'all. And we're going to just stick with Instagram today, see how y'all like it. See if y'all like me doing some stuff on the phone as opposed to just a regular webcam on the computer. On top of that, I hope y'all like the new hoodie. Japan, some cool stuff. Got it for Christmas. I like it a lot. Hope y'all enjoy it too. Just want to say happy holidays to everybody. Hope you guys are spending a lot of time with your family. Hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. And just make sure to take advantage of every single moment. You know, it's been a crazy year. It's important we enjoy the holidays with our family, our loved ones, and just have fun and take this time to just wind down and let 2021 come in so that way we can hit 2021 with a bang, you feel me? So today we're going to be reacting to Prince Donnell. And if you guys don't know who Prince Donnell is, he is a CEO of Jumping Jacks Tax. So essentially he owns a company that structures in taxes, structures in helping people finance their taxes during the tax season. They have many locations in Philadelphia, thousands of business partners, and he's really an established businessman in that aspect. And the real reason I follow him or why I enjoy his content is because he gives back a lot of value in his videos. He gives a lot of good information, not only on taxes and his business, but on money and the mindset of having good money and of understanding how to do that kind of things. And on top of that, not only does he go into, you know, good values of a businessman or how to, you know, fluctuate your money and do things like that, he talks about having core values as a man, as a person, and how to grow yourself and to really push for greatness and like leaving a legacy for your family. So that's something that I really enjoy watching. So I always listen into his podcast. He has a podcast called $1 Million Podcast. It's a great listen if you guys want to listen to it. It's on Spotify. I love it. And I always listen to his content. He has some good stuff, good ideas, and good ideologies. And I just really enjoy the kind of value that he brings. So, y'all already know, every time we hop on the phone, the very first thing that we do is we mute our significant other because my girlfriend is insane and she loves to text me non-stop. After we mute our significant other, we go to the profile that we're going to be looking at. So today we got Prince Donnell, as I explained to you, founder of Jumping Jacks Taxes. You know, he got the $1 Million Life podcast. Great listen. If you guys want to subscribe to his Instagram, I'm going to leave it right here. Alright, y'all, we going to hop right into it. We got Prince Donnell. Whether you think you can or can't, you are correct. And that's all right off the bat. It's already a good little piece of information right there. It's essentially really true. A little quote. You know, whether you think you can do things or whether you don't think you can do things, you're correct. I strongly believe that any person can achieve anything they want. So let's hop right into the video right here.
Metcalf is a clear example of what I talk about when we say discipline, consistency, never giving up on yourself, the play is never dead, and that you always got a second chance. Let's just go over this play. Russell Wilson drops back, throws the ball, pick. Defender catches it. Defender starts running down the field with the ball. He got like a 10-yard. He's about 10 yards ahead of DK. DK turns around.
Already running at full speed.
Yeah, dude running full speed. He booking it. He about 10 years down. DK turns around, realized that it was a pick. When he realized it was a pick, in his mind, he said to himself, he turned around, looked first, and was like, and then out of nowhere, while the dude is 10 yards ahead, he starts running. The rest of his team, by the way, are not running as fast as him. Like, the defender already got past Russell Wilson, who was the last man to stop the defender, or he was going all the way to the crib. Touchdown. So everybody stopped. All you see in the play is DK Metcalf running. I'm talking about like dude striding down the field. Like
I think I've seen this play.
I want y'all to picture 10 yards. If you don't know what 10 yards looks like, it's a lot. By the way, if somebody got 10 yards on you, the odds are you're not catching them. This man is flying down the field. And the entire time you see him just running and just never giving up. And he running, pumping. The next thing you know, he dives and catches the defender right before he makes it into the end zone. And everybody's like clapping and they like going crazy because this man didn't give up on the play. But I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you why.
I think he's gonna get into how that person never gave up on what he wanted to do. He saw his goal ahead of him, and just booked it, man. Just booked it, and was like, I'm gonna do this no matter what is in my way. So I think he's gonna talk something along those lines.
That wasn't even the best part about it, right? That wasn't even the best part. What he did was extraordinary. Anybody that's extraordinary would never give up on themselves to begin with. Here was the best part, man. The best part was that the Arizona Cardinals never scored after that. They actually didn't score during those 4 downs. I think they had to settle for, no, actually they didn't even settle for a field goal. They went for it on 4th down, and they actually got stopped, which means that DK Metcalf ran down, stopped them, and then they didn't even get into the end zone on 4th down, which allowed the Seahawks to get the ball back. That was the real miracle in the entire thing, was that he allowed his team to be put into a position to win when they all gave up, and he still kept going anyway.
Yeah, that was a big momentum switch,
That's a really good little nugget right there. It's about putting your team in a position to win. It's about putting, your group or your friends or your community in a position to win and achieve good things. And it's about doing the little things. That one single play put his whole team in a completely different position to just go after and win that game. And I don't know, he's talking about sports right here, football, but you can apply that to anything in life. You can apply that to your job, your friends, your community, your household, everything. Putting your team and your group in a position to win by doing the little things. Super, super important.
Huge.
If they would have scored, you know what I mean?
And this is what we talked about on the last episode of how your energy affects everything that happens with your team. As men, your energy plays a huge role. Like, although the Seahawks lost, it was a great game. Yeah, it was a great game. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they had a huge chance of winning. The fact was, he put so much energy into his team as a leader by them seeing what he did on that field by running 100 yards and not giving up on himself and stopping that play. That made his team go crazy the rest of that game and say, nah, we got to step it up. We got to do our thing. That's what I mean when I say, as men, we have to give that energy when it comes to our family, our business, our finances, our wife and children. That's the energy. When they run it slow and they feel like, oh man, life ain't really doing right
That's
now.
really big right there. Wow, that's a big nugget right there, talking about energy and how energy is contagious and how it's essentially like a domino effect. If you're putting a lot of energy into whatever it is, your job, your life, people follow that. People feel the energy and will react and will agree and give the same type of energy most times. If they're the right people, they will continue to give the same energy. And it's really, really true, especially if you're looking to be a leader or, somebody that people look up to, or you're wanting to accomplish things as a team with people. It's energy is 10 out of 10 the most important thing. Believing you can do it and pushing your team to have the same energy as you. So what, the football player did is he made a great effort play, and what that did was motivate the team to, feel like, hey, we actually have a chance to win. Although they lost, he put their team in a great position to win. And that's all it's about, putting your team in a position to win, giving them an opportunity to achieve the things that they want to achieve.
Now everything's going crazy around me. Are you going to be DK Metcalf that's running down that field and say, nah, I don't care what's happening. I know I can go get this guy. I know I can go get that goal. I know I can go get that money. I know I can go get this crib. I know I can get that. That right there was what I'm talking about as men. Look at that play and ask yourself, are you going that hard? Ask yourself, do you possess that same type of energy when things are chaotic around you? Are you going to show up with your head high, your chest out, and say, yo, although we got beat up, although this happened, although I'm tapped out right now, I got to put life into my family and into my kids, into my business, and I got to tell them it's going to be okay and that we're going to get back up and make this happen again. We're going to do it again.
Now, regardless of everything that's happening, because in today's day and age, we all know everything that's going on in the world. He's saying, why are we using that as an excuse to stop ourselves from achieving, our goals? Just like in the football example, the whole team stopped. They believed everything was over. That play was over at least. But one single person decided, nah, I'm going for it. I'm gonna continue pushing, continue working hard for the goal, or essentially the stop, the defensive stop, and he accomplished it. So he asked us ourselves, are we doing all we can? Are we giving all our energy into our goals regardless of everything that's happening in the world? So I think that's a good question to ask yourself. I think it's something good to ask yourself all the time, constantly, to keep yourself in the right mentality of, no matter what's going on, are you giving it your all? And I understand, the world is in a tough spot, but this type of mentality is a type of mentality that winners have. And I think having that mentality is extremely important. So this is something I'm going to be asking myself constantly, and I think that's something that you guys should be asking yourselves as well, taking accountability for what you want to achieve and not allowing your outside, your environment to dictate whether or not you get what you want. So good piece of advice right there. Good gem by Donnell. Love it.
We not quitting on ourselves here. And that's the difference between somebody like DK Metcalf, who is one of the best wide receivers in the league as of today, and probably going to end up being the best receiver in the NFL come soon, because I think he's still, like a rookie or second year in? I don't even think he's been in the league for more than 2 years. So that's the difference between somebody like DK Metcalf and somebody who's average. That's going to be the difference between you as a man that's going to be an extraordinary entrepreneur or somebody's average. That's going to be the difference between you being a phenomenal husband and one who's simply average. That's going to be the difference between you having a lot of success financially or simply average.
I think that's huge right there. Huge. In the sense of talking about how pushing through when everybody else stops playing or stops going too hard or stops pushing themselves to achieve what they want to do, if you're pushing in on that time where most people aren't, imagine how much farther ahead you can be. If you want to be above average, you got to do things that the average people won't. So, to correlate it with, everything that's going on right now, all the people who decided, hey, during this pandemic, let me not allow that to affect my goals and what I want to do and continue to push forward, they're much farther ahead than the majority of people that decided, hey, everything's going to shit. Let's just focus on that for right now and forget about my goals and what I want to achieve. So that's really extremely important, because just imagine if you would have put all the energy you could have during this quarantine, during this time in your house, towards what you wanted to do. Could have been a lot further ahead. I guess that's just something that, we got to think about now. And if we weren't the people taking advantage, we got to live with that. And just understand that that's a lesson to be learned.
Decision is totally up to you. Or whether you want to keep running or not, or you want to stop because you feel like it's too far ahead. That decision is on you. But I can assure you, the extraordinary people always believe that they can catch that defender, or AKA that goal, or that skill, or that issue that they're dealing with. The extraordinary person say that they can. If you're an average person, your mind is going to tell you that you can. Both people are right.
Both people are correct, man. Whether you believe you can do or cannot, both of you guys are correct. It's all up to you, and it's all up to how you think in here. Having that good mentality, that way you can achieve all the things that you want. And that's why I really enjoy listening to these type of videos, listening to these type of, podcasts, or essentially that, type of thing in general, because of the mindset it's allowing me to learn and give, especially at a young age. It's really important to build that foundation and build that strong mindset early on as possible. Because at the end of the day, I think we all want to be above average, but at the end of the day, not everybody will. And we got to do the little things that allows us to be above average and achieve all the things that we want to do. And I just feel like putting yourself in the position to learn from people that are where you want to be is extremely important. That's why I love, doing these reaction videos for y'all. Not only for my sake to learn some things, but for you guys to, learn that it's really important to listen to people, some motivational things, listen to inspirational things, and not only to learn from them, but to act on them. Because that's the biggest thing, man. If we're just going to be listening, and not applying anything to our lives, we're wasting our time, essentially. So, for this video, I want you guys to ask yourselves that question that he asked, are you putting in that maximum effort? And if you're not, talk about to yourself how you can do that. Talk about yourself how, if you want, of course, if you don't want to achieve, crazy things, that's fine. But if you're somebody that wants to be extraordinary and do crazy great things, that's something that you need to ask yourself consistently. So for this video, I'm going to give you a little homework. Ask yourselves, are you doing that kind of thing? Are you pushing yourselves to the max level? And if you're not, why not? And how you're going to be able to change that. And if you guys want, you can leave, your, comment down below, explaining your reasons why, or, along those lines of talking about it. And I'd love to hear back. So this is the end of the video. Yeah, I hope you guys like the new format of, going on Instagram or going on social media and finding some, content from there. And I'm going to be mixing it up, not always just going to stay on the phone, not always going to be on YouTube, etc., etc. But I kind of saw this video and I was like, this is something I need to share with y'all. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate everything. And I hope you guys have a great day. Let's get to this next week and let's get to work. I'll see y'all. Peace.